Hello people, good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Just turned midnight and today I'm going to do a couple of videos for you, maybe three, okay? In the third episode, I'm going to give some life updates. I don't want to take so much space or time in the review. Just a small update. You can see I'm wearing a different specs and my vision problem has been resolved by a lot. Okay, I'll talk about that in the third video if you're interested in the updates. So midnight check, it's midnight on the dot, okay? And then I'm in a good mood. I've been listening to songs, like three particular songs. I'll also talk about them in the third video. Music really uplifts me, okay? So third reason is I'm very happy because I was not well the whole day. So I received this fragrance late evening and I've been wearing this, and this is a fantastic fragrance. In the first episode, I'll talk about it. So there are some good stuff and some stuff that can be criticized a little bit. So stay with me, okay? So this is called Armaf Odyssey Mandarin Sky Elixir, okay? So Armaf is now, they want some money, they want to have, their fair share of the elixir game, and then their bottle size got smaller, so I'll talk about that. And this is something in this line, I reviewed almost everything, 70%, okay? They have few left, I don't want to buy them, but Odyssey line, I reviewed quite a few, 8, maybe 9, So let's talk about this. Previously, I did cover Mandarin Sky, which was similar to Jean-Paul Gaultier's Scandal Purum, which was a great fragrance. But I have I think this is called Perfume Purum. I bought this later. So this and the original is redundant, so I kept it. Very good performer. I'll compare that with this because this is what the DNA is all about, okay? So I have the notes breakdown from Fragrantica. Let's start, okay? So the first thing, I ordered this from a page called Senzon, and they knocked me basically, bhaiya, like brother, this is a new one out. And they always do that. I appreciate it. But last month I promised to myself that this month not much of buying, because last month I went flat broke, I got way, what's the word, overwhelmed, like I went like over the top. I bought so many. So this month I'm trying to buy less. So when they knocked, I saw the bottle, I'm like, why, why? And he said, this is very hyped, I think you should review it. So this is the packaging. I really love the colorful, because the lighting, I'm sorry, it might look light, but this is very eye-catching orange and blue combination, silhouette of the bottle. It's kind of interesting. Elixir, and this bottle is a very small size bottle. I'll show you what I mean. This is not 100 ml. So I asked the price. This is like $30, and I was like, $30 is not so much, but I didn't notice the bottle size is 60 ml. I think this is 60 ml EDP concentration. Oh man, oh yeah, 2.2 fluid ounces, 60 ml. It says here, okay. Yeah, it says here, okay. So when I received it, then I realized, then understood this is not exactly that cheap, okay. So we'll talk about, let's show the bottle first. This bottle is very beautiful. I really like the look of this bottle. It looks like a flask, like you carry the Ovaltine, Milo, tea, coffee, they gave this shape. So Odyssey line is not new. They do cover a lot of dupes from different lines. It is the orange and blue combination. I think the outer body can be taken out, but I don't want to. And it says Armaf, and then the whole thing comes off like typical of Odyssey line. Sprayer works really good. Let's just go one, and maybe there one, okay. So let the settle down, and let me tell you quite quickly the notes that Fragrantica has given. Mandarin, lavender, orange, black pepper, cardamom, okay. Top notes. Mid notes are caramel, tonka, incense, patchouli. Base notes are vanilla and vetiver, okay. I think that's about it, okay, according to Fragrantica. Thing is, few things out of the way. First of all, I think this is quite expensive for what it is, okay. This perfume, if this was 100 ml and 35 bucks, I would be happy. But if you convert this to somewhat 100 ml conversion, this comes to about 50 something dollars, which is not the cheapest Armaf. Armaf does have different lines and different price point. Nowadays, it's very difficult to get in 20 something dollars, like Tag Him, the shades, those lines. They used to like $20, $22, $25 tops. Now the new Armafs go from 45, 55, 100 something. So Armaf makes some bit more up class line as well. So when I saw the bottle, I actually posted, funny thing, I posted in my Decant page, Goodfellas Fragrances Bangladesh. And I gave it like the price that I thought, like, oh, $30. Okay, I'll give it like, according to that price. Then I received, I'm like, I made a mistake, so the price is much higher because of 60 mil. So be mindful of it. Do not blind buy this. Try it first, because $50 is not quite cheap. So that's that out of the way. Let me show you quite quickly what I mean. The two bottle says I have this Armaf Oud, Odyssey Oud, This is one of the loudest perfumes ever. Side by side, this is the size difference, okay? If I hold them, okay? Kind of little baby, a little bit more than half the juice of this, okay? So I personally do like 100 mils standard, okay? That's my thing. So Elixir, perhaps they're trying to do something here. It's a limited edition limited. Let's start. I think why they put a smaller bottle is that, like, you know what they did with Armaf Odyssey Mandarin. They made a small bottle, but that's very long lasting, really polished and very good quality, sort of like Aventus Absolute, similar DNA, but small bottle. But people liked it, okay, because it had good performance and good presentation. People still bought it, but people usually want 105 ml standard from Armaf. So here, the Elixir, okay, here's the reason. You know, Dior Sauvage Elixir, when they released it first, it was 60, 65 ml, something like that, and it was more pricey than the Dior Sauvage 100 ml. Reason being, that was extremely long lasting, and it was like more concentrated. So Elixir is the reason why this is small. So is the performance up to the mark? Quite strong. So despite I had a very bad day, like the whole day, I woke up very unwell. The helping hand came in the morning, and then, you know, she worked. I woke up once, and the second, a lot of people came, and then I just couldn't sleep because last night I felt a little bit unwell. So daytime, I was like, oh my, I need to sleep. I slept the whole day, and after I woke up, I feel better. Okay, then I went for evening walk after ordering food. So at night time, the breeze stood like still. Okay, there's no flowing breeze. So basically, it's a very humid, high heat condition, which is getting everybody unwell here. So in this kind of weather, no fragrances last, nothing. I'm just giving you reference because in Bangladesh, if you haven't been here, you do not know the weather conditions. I'll be like, you always complaining, you know, about weathers. Come here for sunbathe from UK, you'll see, okay? You will fall sick so fast, okay? I'm very tough nowadays, I'm very fit, at least better than before, but I'm also like being caught up. This weather, this perfume, I went like boom, boom, 2, 4, and then couple of spritz, 6. I went for evening walk, 1.5 hour. I sweated. Obviously, the weather, you know, it's very difficult. I keep drinking water, sweating. It's like, you know, body's producing heat. This fragrance, it went bonkers with performance. So I was not very unhappy about it. That bottle is small. Okay, this is Elixir, and this is very close to the Mandarin Sky, but they just amped up the performance. At least they put 2 bottles of 100 ml inside one, and they added a little bit more Mandarin orange. So what I get when I spray this is a little bit, the orange is a bit more fresher rather than the vanilla almond in the original Mandarin Sky, which was a more powdery, citrusy, kind of light 3 hours from that. This stuff is going to push double the time of that. Obviously on my shirt, it's projecting, I can smell it. On my skin, it's lasting. So this is a beast mode, ultra beast mode. Even though they say EDP, this stuff is truly beast mode. I don't know if they have a 100 ml version or bigger version. Like some bottles they make, like I noticed Nautica's Midnight Voyage. I bought that small bottle for more price than 100 ml of Voyage. And I heard that that was the only size that came in. So great fragrance, but this one, if you're worried about the performance, you just literally need 2 to 3 tops. It will last you a long time. So performance, great. 9.5 to 10. Projection is great. The season to wear this, obviously, if you compare this with Scandal, original Scandal is like about that caramel, you know, the vanilla, you know, like very nice, like a very like a not complex scent. It's just like one of those tonka beans, you know, like sweet fragrances. Before this, there was the era of Pure Excess Night. I have a little bit of this. And then the very ever so popular DNA is Invictus, Victory Elixir. So if you love all those, imagine the Absolute, right? I bought for summer. They have a Mirabelle note, that citrusy. So somewhere between Scandal, Perfume Purom, and then Scandal Absolute. And there's one more flanker, I don't know. If you combine everything and something you want for summer and all year as well, this is like a sunny, like the color of the bottle suggests. This is the opening. That Mandarin orange, the peel, you know, it's just so nice. It hits you strong too. It's sweet. It's very, very, very close to, it's better than Mandarin Sky original, far better. And the depth of it is like really deep. It's like sweetness goes deep. So the Elixir is actually keeping the promise. I absolutely love this perfume, okay? It's great. The thing is, the complaints I'll tell you, the opening is a little bit synthetic. You'll get that alcoholic buzz one way or another somewhere, you know. If you compared it with Jean Paul, the quality of it, designers don't use that kind of synthetic compounds, so their ingredients is better, so you never feel that coughing or disturbance. In the opening, that's where the Jean Paul are ahead, but this stuff is $100 something, okay? This is $30 for 60 ml, which is like 50 per 100. So I think it's a very decent deal, okay, even though it's pricey, but I think it's covering your coverage of performance. If you're worried about that, it does perform, it project like beast. Even in this high heat, I can detect it. Imagine in the winter when the weather settles down a little bit, it will be very choking, okay. I would say this is great for winter days, upcoming fall and everything. You can also wear this in the summer, it will actually give you that performance. So in a way, it's a kind of like a champ, okay. Who is it for? This fragrance, okay, sorry, a little bit more. It also develops to be a little bit of a lemony kind of, Armaf Odyssey Lemony Fresh. It has some lemon from there. So orange, lemon, and what others I just said, I forgot. Man, open. Sometimes my phone doesn't want to open with my own fingerprint. I don't know, like something is happening with me, okay. So lavender, black pepper. I don't detect much of pepper, but there's this citrusy tone with that orange, which is very nice. Then the tonka beans and caramel takes over. Don't detect any like a lot of incense, patchouli, the vanilla, okay. So this is the scent, very simple scent. It's a linear scent, but up top that orange will go a little bit less fruity and more vanillic on the dry down. So if you actually ever loved this DNA and you thought this was too pricey, side by side the bottle, obviously a Scandal looks nicer, but this is great stuff. If you're just concerned about the juice and value, I would suggest this. Get this one. That's very, very good. I have seen some reviews on it. I'm sorry to say something about this. Like some reviewers, they are just like acting like promoters. They just do short reviews, and they just like moment the new fragrance is out, they just like brand new release, great, smells great, beast mode, get it. That's it. That's the review. They don't break down what it's similar to. They don't say, okay. They don't say the performance. They don't say if it's reminding them of something. It's just like a very commercial sort of reviews. I do not enjoy those. I personally do. You can see already 12 minutes almost, right? I want to break down and say stuff so people when they watch it, when I started my game, I used to love long reviews, 26 minutes, 30 minutes, because the stories, they help me pick a fragrance. I know I can relate to it, right? So some people don't like that. Some people like quickies, right? No quickies for me. This stuff, if a reviewer is reviewing it, I want an in-depth review, okay? At least give you honest opinion, okay? So that will be helpful. So I think if this or Mandarin Sky, and maybe there's one more, I think this is the top of the line. Even though this is 60 ml, it's weird for me to say it's worth it. $50 like equivalent value in this. Definitely, it's like it performs same or more than the Jean Paul. Definitely lasts longer than the Scandal, but the drawback, side by side, you can smell, even though this is designer and not niche, but this smells smoother, it smells nicer, okay, and you can enjoy this better. But if you can just let go of that and then save a lot of money, this will definitely be good. So yeah, I like it, even though small bottle is my big concern, but I think it says for men. I think ladies can wear this too, but yeah, a little bit like a masculine, like what's that fragrance, Pakuraban Phantom, those even Bad Boy, Elixir, Cobalt, those kind of DNA. And then Invictus Elixir, these vanilla base basically, and then with this lot of caramel and orange. I would give this fragrance overall, I'll give this a 9 out of 10. Great fragrance, check it out, and very good performer at that. So let's do a second video, then we'll upload. Oh no, I have plans to do a third video too. Take care.